Welcome, beautiful people. Welcome. Tonight we're going to have an evening session of question and answers, and we're going to discuss green check marks in a red X world. Welcome, beautiful people. My name is MarvinLeBlanc. I am an author, I am a speaker, I am an insurance and financial planning services owner of a firm in the state of Louisiana, and tonight's message is entitled Green Check Marks in a Red X World. Well, what are green check marks in a red X world? Hey Pops, hey Zuri, welcome to the broadcast. This is going to be about green check marks in a red X world. We're also going to have some question and answers if anybody wants to ask how to grow their social media and how to be a permanent marker in a dry eraser world. So if you would click on that little Periscope man, I think he's right over there. If I'm pointing in the right direction, it's your lower right corner. Thank you. Hey, foul play is in the house. And foul play is not so foul. So if I would suggest anything to you, I would suggest you to follow foul play, Foulplay. I also would ask you to follow, is that Mama Louise? Is that Mama Louise in the house there? Oh, I'm getting some blue hearts. Mick Bauer is in the house. Ladies and gentlemen, Mick Bauer. I would ask you to follow Brenda Hilliard, Hilliard, and please don't forget to follow Michael Cinquino. Most of you probably already have heard of Michael Cinquino. Andy is in the house. Welcome, Andy. And Cinquino is spelled Cinquino. For those of you that are watching this on the replay or the rebroadcast, or for those of you that are watching and have never heard how to do a replay, you simply go and open up an account at catch.me. That's KATCH.me. And for all of my replays from the past, you go to catch.me/MarvinLeBlanc. That's MARVIN LeBlanc. Let's see if I can put it there. Can you see that name there? Marvin LeBlanc. Very good. If you enter yes, that would be great. And tell me that you're hearing me okay. Very good. Very good. Thank you. So this is my book, Come Hell or High Water. That's not why I'm on. What I'm on tonight for is to share with you something very interesting that's happened. Now, I've only been on the earth for 53 short years, so I've just reached the halfway mark. We Are Marvin, great book. Very good. Thank you, Brenda. It only took 50 straight weekends of crying and detailing out the life lessons of Hurricane Katrina, but I'm glad I did it because it's affected so many lives. And for those of you out there that feel like you have a book inside of you and you just don't know, if you're worth it or if you're qualified, let go all of that. Just take it from a small town Cajun boy that grew up in a frame house on cinder blocks with no central heating and air. If I can do it, you can do it. And so please ignite your dream. The other thing is stay away from negative people. Negative people are like vampires, energy vampires, sucking the lifeblood right out of you. So do not subject yourselves to the non-dreamer. I see some of my Periscope buddies are joining me right now. Perry 10K is a platform that I'm a member of. That's PERI 10K/join, Perry10K/join. If you too are a giver, if you have a message, if you have a song in your heart, if you have a dream to become a writer, if you have a dream to become a better mother or father, then go ahead and become a part of the Perry 10K group, because we're a group of collaborators that want to share. So what is a green check mark and what is a red X? There must be a story behind that, Marvin. Well, there is. Let's go back to my 4th or 5th grade year. My girlfriend there was a lady by the name, or at the time she wasn't a lady, a girl by the name of Maureen. And Maureen was pretty much the best speller in my 4th, 5th grade class. But as fate would have it, I was a pretty good speller too. I mean, I was probably the best male speller, but I never could beat Maureen. And so on one particular day, I vividly remember we had this spelling bee. And of course, you know, Maureen beats me again. But I am her boyfriend, so I guess that's kind of okay. I would even, you know, walk her home sometimes from school carrying all her books like a young chivalrous man. Well, on this particular day, I got 98 right. So it was a 100 spelling bee, 100 words on a spelling bee test. I got 98 right. So, but when I got my paper, all I could see were these two big red X's on the paper. Ow! Man, did that hurt? You know, and I understand what the teacher was doing. You know, she was busy, so she takes her red marker and she knocks out those two wrong words that I misspelled, and all I could see was the two red X's. And here I am, 53 years old, minus 4th grade. I don't know how old I was then, maybe, what, 10 or 11. And it still bothers me. And you know why? Because she should have had a green highlighter in her hand. She should have given me 98 green check marks. Steph with an F is in the house. Oh my God. And Steph, I just texted you, and the fact that you were busy doing what you were doing and you just joined into my Periscope, I am so honored. Steph with an F. Her name is Stephanie Rennert. Stefanie. Rennert. Rennart. If you're not following Stephanie Rennert, would you get to it? Okay? I mean, she is creativity on steroids, you understand? So like if you're having a bad day, and guess what, even Stephanie or Marvin, from time to time we have a bad day, but guess what Stephanie and I have? No, get your mind out of the gutter. What Stephanie and I have is we have each other, because we collaborate and we support each other and we hold each other up. Are you getting this, folks? In other words, we're green check marks for each other. We're not red X's for each other. Look at your friends. Let's say you have, whatever, 8 friends. This is a quick test. This is extra bonus because my Periscope earlier today was all screwed up. The sound didn't work. I didn't get through but about half of my material. So right now I'm exploding because I had a class, a Periscope class with Michael Cinquino earlier today. And so I just have to get this off of my chest. Did someone say friends? I did say friends. Oh my goodness, I even got a share where they're sharing my content with other people, with other followers. And look, I know that some of you are giving me hearts and some of you are just kind of lazy and not giving those hearts. Well, get on it. Give those hearts. We love the love. Now listen. Oh, thank you. Thank you. Now, if you don't want to give any hearts or you don't feel like I've earned any hearts, then you don't have to. I don't want to not earn it. let's get back to the story, shall we? The story is green check marks and red X's. So I was mad at the spelling, the English teacher, because I deserved 98 green check marks on my 100-word spelling bee. But all I could see was the 2 red X's. Well, tonight I want to kind of go off my material and let you inside of my world. You see, I'm a South Louisiana boy, as you know, and some of you don't know my story. And long story short, I lost my office in Hurricane Katrina. I lost 8 or 9 employees in Hurricane Katrina. I lost about 68% of my money in the first 90 days. My income I lost because if you're a fully commissioned insurance selling professional and no one is getting bills because the insurance commissioner has mandated not to send out any bills, then if nobody is paying any bills, then I don't get paid. So I lost that office, never to return to it again. It only had about 12 feet of water in it and tornadic activity. Or is it tornadic or tornadic? One of the two, whatever you like. Tomato. Let's call the whole thing off. No, okay, so yeah, I'm whacked out and I'm having fun and I'm not sorry because everybody needs love and I'm trying to share that love. I want you to feel it. I want you to know that every time you see Marvelous Scope, that I am going to bring it. I'm going to bring that 110% energy because that's what the world needs. What we need is spiritual, energetic transfer on a daily basis from one human being to another. Also, I don't articulate just perfectly, as you might imagine, not just because I have an accent, but because I had precancerous cells and the doctor, after 2 surgeries, cut about 15 or 20% of my tongue off. So now that I've just revealed to you that I've had 15 or 20% of my tongue cut off, how do I sound now? Not so bad. See, it's all relative. Okay, so let's go back to the 98 green check marks. And what we're talking about is today I saw something that transpired that is much more important than Marlene is in the house. Marlene is a budding star. She doesn't know it quite yet, but she's a budding star. And what she doesn't understand is I am an accountability coach. And so I am going to hold her accountable because I love her and she loves me. She's a 66-year-old retired teacher that is going to do magnificent things. You know why? Because she has unique stories you guys have never heard. So you're going to need to hear them. The green check marks today has to do with this. Everybody see this? Okay, what is that? Green check marks. Oh, my baby, I love your green check marks. Pops Johnson is in the house. Yes, green check marks. What that was just now was a picture of our mascot, Mike the Tiger, at LSU. I'm an LSU graduate. And so as a result, my story tonight, I usually love to talk and I'm passionate about football, but that's not my story tonight. My story tonight is how the Louisiana State University and all of its fans have reached out with what I'm going to call green check marks. You see, as you know, our friends in South Carolina have had some major devastation and flooding issues. And I want you to know that in a world that you see a lot of negativity on the nightly news, they're not telling you all those stories just because they think that's what you want to hear. They're telling those stories because of ratings, people. And if you quit watching that darn news every night, you'll be less depressed. Okay, what you need to do is follow scopers that have a kindred spirit, that are going somewhere with their life, or that at least have been somewhere in their life that they're at least worth following. Okay, are you feeling me there? I'm seeing love, I'm seeing hearts, I'm seeing a doctor in the house. Dr. Mike from Tampa is in the house. We appreciate you being here. The 5 green check marks that I want to tell you about tonight is that LSU fans were planning to go to the South Carolina football game this Saturday, but the game had to get canceled. So here's some goodwill that's been spread. Surely the people of South Louisiana understand devastation. Thank you, Hurricane Katrina. Oh my gosh, Katrina, what a name, huh? Ooh, that's the only thing worse than the name Katrina is say Marvin, as in my name, Marvin LeBlanc. I mean, I was an only child, but apparently I wasn't the favorite, because why would you name somebody Marvin? Come on, how about Bo or Mike, maybe Sue. I think Johnny Cash wrote a song. I think Sue would be a better name than Marvin, for God's sakes. I hope I don't offend anybody who's watching named Marvin, but man, was I ridiculed growing up. You wonder why I got a chip on my shoulder? Come on, people. Marvin the Martian. Yeah, I'm having fun. I'm goofy. Are you having fun in your life? Really? Okay? Because if you're not, guess what? Life is so risky, you're not getting out alive. What a revelation. Life is so risky, you're not getting out alive. Speaking of risky, did you read this yet? Risky is the new safe. The rules have changed by a guy named Randy Gage. Risky is the new safe. That's a weird title. No, not if you think about it. What he's saying there is, if you're just stuck all the time in your comfort zone and you think that you're going to end up with an expansive life, it's not going to happen for you. There's millions of people out there, a lot of them I consult with on a daily basis. They think they're going to be able to retire. It is mathematically impossible that they're going to be able to retire, people. You know why? They haven't planned. You got to plan. It doesn't matter if you have a lot of assets, by the way. What matters is if you have income whenever you're not working. So let's get back to these LSU fans. What happened was, LSU fans have given up their hotel rooms over there in South Carolina. Okay, fine.